We do have this, though. That's pretty funny. Always use Bill. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running one of the big animal groups from Bloomburrow right here. We are going to be running the big raccoons. Now, I tried a lot of different versions of this. I tried building my own, doing a lot of different things. Finally came down a great friend of the channel, Trexodactyl. He recommended to me his version, so I modified a little bit of his version right here, which is the Raccoon Big Counters combo right here. So we're doing a Stompy Counters Raccoon with a surprise all will be one jank win con on the back end. But we're doing the Raccoon combos here with, of course, none other than Muerra, the Trash Panda herself. So before we get down to this one, guys, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't, if you don't press that like and subscribe button, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live on YouTube. We'd love to see you there live and in person. Either place is where you can catch me. Check out the live chat and hang out. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. Hey, I might even run one of your decks if I like it. I might take it, modify it a little bit, and run it myself and give you the shout out. So come on down to the Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this crazy raccoons, go right down to the AetherHub. So what are we talking about? What's the idea here? Well, like I said, counters, Stompy, and ramp. And again, we have this kind of surprise finisher right here, which is extremely useful. And you can use this as a base to build other raccoon decks off. And I'm going to talk about that at the end, like what else you can do with this. So, as I've said multiple times from Bloomburrow, if you see the word Caller in a Bloomburrow deck, it is a good card. Valley Mite Caller is no exception, and he syncs up beautifully with raccoons. He's great with rabbits or squirrels as well. A 1 green, 1/1 trample that gets a 1/1 anytime that a raccoon comes in. We've got enough raccoons to really make this worth it. We can really start charging him up. And again, it will help with our finishing move combo right there. So 1 green mana for a 1/1 trample, yes, I will take it. Especially with the amount of raccoons that we are going to play right here. So great early start. Now, the other thing that we're going to start with is Bramble Familiar. Now, this is an Eldraine card that I think people even forget is even out here. This is an elemental raccoon. So we actually, I think Wizards may have known, hey, we know we got Bloomburrow coming up. We're going to build in some synchronization here. I really like this one. So this is a it's a mana dork, 1 green and 1 2/2. Add 1 green. You can discard and return it to your return it to its owner's hand. Great way to avoid removal, and also play it again to trigger it in case you want to hit another one of those raccoon enters the battlefield for like Valley Mite Caller, or bring it back to your hand to play Fetch Quest, which is 2 green and 5. You mill 7 cards, then put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. Lets you get a high ticket card out of there, potentially. So if you're running out of plays and he's stuck on the board, you can just draw land or something, throw him down, and then get something else out of it right there. So Bramble Familiar, pretty good. We're gonna go with Bristly Bill right here. 1 green and 1 2/2 landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Very, very useful, and we're going to want that. Pretty much everything that we have is going to have a 1/1 counter on it. We're going to make sure that everything has a 1/1 counter on it. So triggering his high-powered alternate right there, his finisher, 2 green and 3, to double the amount of counters on everything that we control is going to be extremely useful in swinging in for a big hit. So Bristly Bill is going to do big work right there from OTJ. Hunter's Talent. Not a bad one. This is a fight card. This is the only real type of removal that we have. 1 green and 1. When Hunter's Talent enters, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't. 1 green and 1. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +1 and trample. This will be helpful in getting the trample out to cards that don't have it, so we can make sure those big creatures get the damage across when we need it. And of course, at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. So when we start getting Stompy on the high end right there, we can pay to get this to level 3, and we'll get an extra card each turn, which will help the flow of stuff. Now here comes the new raccoons. Wandertail Mentor, great Gruul card right here. This is probably going to be like a Gruul staple in my opinion. A 2/2 green and red Raccoon Bard. There he is. You add any of Gruul colors right here, and whenever you expend 4, this is the new mechanic. It has a little raccoon on it right there. You expend as you spend your 4th total mana to cast spells during your turn. So if you have spent a total of 4 mana, you've triggered the expend. There's a very fun mechanic around having a creature power of 4 or greater, or spending 4 or more mana. So Gruul kind of like revolves around the number 4 now, which is interesting. So you're going to want him. You not only get to ramp, but anytime that you're spending more and more on casting spells, he gets bigger as well, which is extremely useful right there. Really clutch card. Is coming to handy a whole bunch. Kami of Whispered Hope. This is another way to ramp like crazy here. 1 green and 2, 1/2. If 1 or more counters would be put on a permanent you control, that many +1 counters are put on that instead. Basically like a little Ozolith right there. Anytime that you're going to put 1/1, put more of them. It lets creatures get bigger. And then, if you've been putting counters on Kami of Whispered Hope, you get to add X mana of only 1 color, where X is the number of, Kami of Whispered Hope's power. So if you've been charging her up with whatever ways that you want to charge her up, you get to add that amount of power, which is extremely useful to even ramp harder. Ornery Trumblewag. We want to counter every turn, and we want to double them. This is the guy right here, the great combo play right here. 1 green and 2, Ornery Trumblewag, Brushwag, Mount. Yes, one of the few Brushwags in the game. Whenever, at the beginning of combat in your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So he is adding a 1/1 counter every turn regardless. Whenever Ornery Trumblewag attacks with saddle, meaning that you've basically piloted it for 2 like a vehicle, double the number of 1/1 counters on target creature. For something like Might Caller, like turn 4 Might Caller, this can be deadly. Like you can do Might Caller into Wandertail, into Muerra, into an Ornery Brushwag, and then like immediately swing in for a huge amount of damage. Doubling, when we're talking about this, is like if this is a 5/5, it goes to a 10/10. Like it's ridiculously powerful to hit that hard right there. Not only you get to add the +1, then you get to double it on top of that. So really, really useful. And again, getting that damage down range, doubling the amount of power, and getting the damage we want. Honestly, this next one, guys, it is starting to become one of my favorite raccoons. And honestly, I think this is one of those that's going to be a green staple. Right now, enchantments and artifacts are some of the most powerful effects in the game. You have Simulacrum Simulator, whatever that one that craps out in artifacts. If you can crush most of those early on, you can ruin that Azorius Artifacts deck. You have that Golgari deck that uses Innkeeper's Talent to double counters. We need to destroy enchantments. Boom, we have an enchantment destroyer. Enchantment destruction, artifact destruction, super useful. 2 green and 1, the scrap shooter right here. Yeah, he's doing big things. And he is jacked. He is raccoon jacked right here. Gift a card and reach. If you gift a card, so basically when you cast it, you can say, hey opponent, you can draw a card, but we get to destroy an artifact or an enchantment right there. Extremely useful. Not only is he just a 4/4 reach, which is super effective against red, especially if they're swinging in with something like a slick shot or something like that. Great air blocker right there. Great beefy card. I mean, a 4/4 for 3 is not bad, and the ability to crush an artifact or enchantment coming in is great too. Muerra, Trash Technician. There she is, the Trash Panda. She's got her trash there. She loves it. 1 green and 1 red, and 1 2/4 Raccoon Warrior. At the beginning of your first main phase, add green or red for each raccoon you control. Whenever you expend 4, you gain 3 life. That means if you spend 4 mana, you gain 3 life. Whenever you expend 8, Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. So she can help ramp things crazy out of control, get to big plays right here, and add a huge amount of mana. Great stuff right there. And again, she's adding a lot of mana. She's adding a lot of effectiveness, and a 2/4. And again, the idea is to build up, draw cards, build up, get Stompy, put pressure. Now here's the combo play, guys. And maybe you want to go 4 of these. All will be 1. This is the trick. All right. This is where it takes it from, okay, yeah, it's a Gruul Stompy, whatever ramp. This is the one that finishes him off. All will be 1, 2 green, 2 red, and 3 enchantment. Whenever you put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, all will be 1 deals that much damage to target opponent, creature opponent controls, or planeswalker. Now we're talking. Now we're looking at doubling with Ornery Brushwhack. Let's say we double some of these 1/1 counters on them. Well, that's damage from all will be 1. Kami Whispered Hopes. It's easier to think, it's easier to ramp up to play that. And then, of course, if we're doing something like putting raccoons out each turn, adding more and more counters, we have all will be 1. The finishing move, the secret finishing move that we do is Bristly Bill at all will be 1, is if we have a ton of counters on our stuff already, we can use all of this ramp, including Kami, including all the other things. We could play Bristly Bill once. Hell, we could use 10 mana to play it twice. Double the amount of counters. If we have 5 counters, it goes to 10. We get 5 counters, boom, we hit him for 5 damage. We play it again with all the mana ramp that we've done. We play it again, guess what? Boom, we do another 10 damage right there. So the fact that we're ramping and throwing damage down range and trampling across with these finishing moves right here, it's all of a sudden people are like, okay, it's a Stompy Gruul, I can handle that. We put that down, and then all of a sudden, it's just throwing damage out like crazy. We're getting our creatures to a ridiculously high level by doubling, by ramping, by doing all these things, and it gets really fun. It's janky. It's janky, it's spanky, listen, it's not 100% effective each time, but it's fun, and it's a fun way of doing raccoons. Now, the other options I have for you, let's take a look at the stats right here. 30 creatures, 16 raccoons altogether right there with a little bit of everything else. 7 enchantments, and 24 lands at a 2.6 average. Pretty standard stuff right there. Now, the other options I have for you, if you don't want to do like the all will be 1 trick, take something big. Okay, if you're ramping, what do you want to do with all this? Damage on the back end? Throw an Atali in there. Yeah, you want to ramp to a big dino like that? Go do that. Throw a Vaultborn Tyrant. Do a dinosaur high end. I actually did a combination of this deck previously with like a high-end, just huge ticket cards on the back end that will just stomp out or do something crazy like that. Throw some big in there. Yeah, throw a big dino. Throw something that is extremely effective and extremely powerful that you can ramp to that finishes them off right there. So it really is a nice kind of shell to build from. If you don't want to go the Bristly Bill route, you could take that out and all will be 1 out and put in 7 big ticket cards, and you would be ramping to some high-end, powerful hits on the back end right there. So you have a lot of adaptability with this. It's a very, very fun way to build Gruul that is just like, hey, I can do it any way that I want. If I'm ramping, if I'm stomping, if I'm glomping, if I'm countering, boom, 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 I can do that. You know, put a big ticket item in there. Again, you know, you want to put a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, you want to put a Tyrannix. Sure, put a Galta. I don't know. Put a Vaultborn. Put anything that you want that is going to do a huge amount of damage on the high end with all the mana that you've been collecting the whole game. So that is also kind of the other tech that I would say, hey, could I change it? Could I do that? I don't have all will be 1. Sure, go for something else, man. Go for something else. This is just one way that you can kind of build the raccoon rampy stompy shell to get a fun Gruul raccoon off. So a lot of potential, a lot of capability here, a lot of different things you could do with it. That's what we're looking like on the horizontal view, vertical view. That's what it is. The only other options I have is maybe a little bit more fight cards, hard-hitting question, maybe a little bit more burn with shock to get some of those early removals off, I guess, especially against mono red when they're coming at you aggro. Hard-hitting, shock's not a bad idea, and maybe a sweeper. If you're running into, for my best of 3 guys, if you're running into like Convoke and they're building a lot of board with Boros or red or something like that, maybe a flame sweeper or destroying each artifact or something like that is not bad either. So burn, direct removal, sweeper, and then again, swap it out. Have fun with it. Try a different type of build. Tell me how it goes. Maybe we'll come back to the Dino Raccoon build in the future. If you want the Dino Raccoon, leave a comment and make sure to like this video because I'll do the Dino Raccoon, guys. Don't tempt me. You know what I mean? Don't tempt me to do the Dino Raccoon. I'll do it. Here we go into the game, guys. Let's get some plays in. Let's go into standard. Oh, we'll start in standard play first, just to get the bugs out, and then we'll start really trashing those pandas right here. Here we go, guys. Raccoons. You built a fine deck. It's the meta. Boros control and Boros tempo. Yeah, sure. Those will work. Probably going to hit with a kill card, but that's okay. Nightmare. Yeah, this is just hand hate and removal. Boom. Iridescent Vine Lasher, good stuff with Fing, Fing. Not a bad combo. Or no reverse bird or burr. I haven't even really faced that much mono black, to be honest. Punisher, that's nice. What's he gonna be able to play? Go for the throat or shoot the sheriff? He's gonna go for Mango. Mango. You gonna play that one too? It out of there. All right, well, there's something there. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm tripping. Da-na-na-na-na. I don't know why I have Creed stuck in my head, guys, but I got Creed stuck in my... On top of everything else going on, guys. Fucking Creed is stuck in my head. Can you believe it? It's possibly the worst thing that ever happened to me. Honda Ridgelines. Fuck it, I don't care. Honda Ridgeline. I haven't run a Trex deck in a while, so I was eager to get back involved. This is one of those bullshit decks. Is there an effective turnoff for these types of decks? You just have to kill them fast enough with the Hunter's Talent instant kill thing. With arms wide open. Yeah, that's pretty much it, huh? That's pretty much the only way to do it. Lizzie Son Slizzy, look at that. Alright. Check it out now. Lizzie Son Slizzy, right about down. Ooh, I should have done that way different. Liliana the Villiana. Interesting. What's she gonna do? Discard or force me to sack something? Discard the card. Interesting. Interesting. Line. Bristly Bill. Sacrifices a creature. Yes. Sacrifice on the ridgeline. Gel Dreads, Jersey Apocalypse. Wandertail Mentor. not really coming to a conclusion here. There's the Awwab. The Awwab might be something. Yeah, Awwab will really mess things up. The 4/4 reach raccoon that can gift a card, destroy for 3. Yeah, that one might work. That one might work. That would actually be pretty anti-meta for the most part. Sacrifices a creature. Let's get rid of. Well, who do we want to get rid of? Undertale Mentor? No. Let's get rid of Brasley. I don't really have the option to nuke him, though. I don't have anything that adds 1/1 counters. That's my problem right now. I don't have anything that's going to hit counters, really, a whole bunch. Damage. Okay, we had that. That is true. Many such cases. Fish. You really needed that fish, huh? Ruthless Negotiation. It's kind of funny that they built raccoons, but there's not that great of a big payoff. There's not that great of a payoff at the end of it. We do have this, though. That's pretty funny. Always use Bill. Bristly Bill. Oh yeah, well, you know, I gotta make a point. You know what I'm saying? Let's try it. Load Kami with counters and hit Bill triggers in a turn. Hit 5 Bill triggers in a turn. Damn. Okay, now you're talking. Ops goes first. Meme harder. Meme 2, meme harder. Green might have a chance against green. We have Honda Ridgeline. Dual port mage. Duskmourn is standard? No, Duskmourn is standard. The only non-standard set coming to Arena is going to be Final Fantasy, which is going to be a alchemy only set. I don't think they're doing another Modern Horizons or anything like that anytime soon. So I think the only non-standard set hitting in 2020 whatever is going to be that one. I'll block with the Raccoon. Boom, Hunter's Talent. Duskmourn is standard. So to be clear, Duskmourn is standard. I kind of changed topics there. Duskmourn is standard. And the Final Fantasy will be alchemy only. Hell yeah, I'll be playing Final Fantasy. Fuck yeah. Turn. Boom. Without dying, put a 1/1 creature on target creature you control. Alright. Is he gonna swing in. Simic frogs here. Yeah, I'm super excited for it. I think they're gonna have a lot of the main characters. It's gonna be hard to make that whole set not legendary, you know. Let's try this. Let's make the most rootinest, tootinest, cowboy shootinest, big attacking bootinest. That's a 20 coming in. That's a big raccoon right there. That's a big old beefy raccoon coming in right there. Big old thick boy raccoon. I guess he's just gonna take it. I guess he's not really worried about, he's more worried about me killing some of my cards. I don't know if he knows that he has a trample on it. Draws that. Alright, good stuff. Sephiroth better be a white black angel. He'll be an angel. What is he? He's not a human. He's a Genova soldier. So he'll be an angel soldier? He may be Mardu. He may be black, white, red. Because he does cast Meteo. So that's something. He's out of there. You don't want to see me dressed up like Tifa. I'll get a Tifa avatar. I'll cosplay Ramza and Gafgarian. You can expect Cloud. You can expect, you know, the Final Fantasy 8 and 7. There'll probably be less of the original ones. There's going to be a lot of they're probably going to use it to push not just nostalgia. You got to remember, guys, they're also going to be pushing, they're going to really be pushing some of the new stuff. So there's going to be stuff you've never heard of from the MMORPG, and then there's going to be stuff from whatever. So there's going to be a lot of things in there, man. There's going to be, you know, there's going to be Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9, and I would love it. I'll lose it if they fucking put Tactics in there. I'll literally shrivel up and die. Oh, he's doing Resurrector, so we're gonna probably do this. Because he's playing Resurrector. Oh no. You're gonna dishonor your ancestors with the amount of money that you're gonna put in the game. That's terrible, man. So he's gonna Galta Sun's avatar right now. He can do it, and he can just kill me immediately. Nope, he didn't get it. Oddly enough. That's what I get for being a pessimist, huh? Man. Valley my collar. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I do like I have a scrap shooter here, because if he's running artifacts, I can really fuck him up. I do like that. We'll hold on to the scrap shooter. Because I think he's going to try to play that whatchamacallit, and I think I can bang him out. Interesting. Or do I play this right now? One will be great to put down. Unless he runs out fucking wipes. There's the simulacrum, which I probably should have waited to kill. I was a bit jumpy on there. Should have waited to pop that out, because now he's gonna get fucking infinite loops here. Serial loops. They do. They play plenty of artifacts. Yeah. People do play artifact. I see it pretty frequently. It's not top meta, but it's around. Light stone and weak stone. Boom. It's gonna pop out probably. Valley my collar. Grab that out. Yeah. I should have killed this. I should have waited and not pop that guy. That was dumb of me to do that. Now we're just not getting it. Now we're just not getting it. No. No. He's got everything he needs right there. I jumped the gun and should have cracked the simulacrum right there. No, we're just not getting it, guys. We're not feeling it right now, guys. You see what we're up against here. This is Plat Hell. This is Plat Hell in its highest peak form right there. Yeah, it's a win more card. It's just Chris Chaos, De Wolf, Ortiz. The only decks I've been seeing on the ladder lately are Golgari Control, Discard, and Mono Red. Yes, you've hit the nail on the head, good sir. That is in fact what is out there right now. Boom. Undertale Mentor. Boom. Boom. Bango. Don't ask me, I'm still on Pirates. Pirates is cool. Flourishing Blumpkin. Sometimes you gotta flourish that Blumpkin, man. Reaper's Talent. Very nice. I say no. Bop. Hard-hitting question, of course. Wandertail Mentor. Okay, built up a pretty good wall there. Barrel encounter. Look at the top 5. Cenote Scout. Good card, by the way. I added that into my deck recently. He gets to attack me with that. Boom. He gets to go in. Boom. Bristly Bill. That. Boff, boff. Bristly Bill. Alright. Settle in the city. Solid card. I've seen this card had a resurgence lately. We'll do no blocks. He might pump it. No, he doesn't have the pump. Okay. He doesn't have the pump. Alright. Oh, I could have done that in one. Oh, my bad. I gotta get smarter too. I can't put it on can't put it all on me. I gotta get smarter as well. Alright. I gotta see where I'm what side the bread's getting buttered on here. Realm Breaker. Mojo Rogue, aka Mojack Slim. Mojo Rogue. Offspring. He's out of there. Okay. Yeah, I realized that I was planning on doing it, and I was too busy feeling sorry for myself. All right, guys, we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in, guys. We gotta lock in. Homebrewer, yeah. How you finding this meta, Mojo Rogue? It's tough out. It's hot out here for a pimp right now, man. It's tough, man. I don't know how you're doing it. We're trying to do a raccoons. I'm trying to do a raccoons. How are you doing? Mojo Rogue. Raccoons are bottom tier. Well, I'm combining them with other stuff. I'm doing trick plays here, you know. I am doing some other things with them. I'm ramping. I'm pulling off combo plays. I'm doing damage with all of the one. I'm trying to get wild with it. Now against Golgari here, I don't think I got a chance, but we'll see. Deep Cavern fucking value. He's gonna be pissed about this. Yeah, well, if I can get the their creature control, boom, boom. Hey, what's up, Death by Swelcher? We got another Hunter's Talent coming in. We'll see what he's gonna put down. Gain 1 life. Boom. Probably my color. Spread it out. He's probably gonna play a kill card. That's okay. Gopher. Oof. Oof. Alright. One is not bad. If we can actually pull that off, we'll see. It's not just raccoons. It's raccoons with spiciness in it, with a rich chili verde sauce on it. So it's not just raccoons. There's Lizzie the Slizzy. You might kill Hunter's Talent if he swings it. We'll see. What'd you run tonight, Mojo Rogue? A lot. I like to hear it. Put a 1/1 counter on a creature. Is he gonna go in? Muerra. Okay, he said no thanks. Was from Blue-Black turn 3 instant mill. Oh, I forgot you were on that jank grind, Mojo. You're firing that jank grind. I forgot about that, man. All right, we are hitting a little bit with the raccoons here, guys. We are doing a little bit of raccoon goodness here. We'll start there. If you're milling out on instant 3, that's janky, bro. It doesn't mean it's bad. Jank can be powerful. So how fast are you? So I'm assuming you got like discard, and what else? What else are you running? Talent. That's not too bad. We call it Demir. It's coming up, Jeff. It's coming up soon. Don't worry. I assume you're using Jace to get Jace out and spam it hard. Again, its talent. Drop Bristly Boy. Boom. Got enough mana? Not yet. No, I do not, in fact, have enough mana. This is a slightly modified Trexodactyl, by the way. Ever so slightly tweaked. Tweaked and geeked for that sweet keeked. Yeah, we're going to leave it right there for tonight, guys. Potential. I mean, in this current meta, it's tough. It's tough getting something like this off. But it's fun, though. I mean, if you want to try it, it's fun. It will pull some combos off, and it'll get where you need to go. But current meta, it is hard to play this one, guys. So buyer beware on this one. It's fun. It's raccoons. But right now in Platinum, ooh, it's a tough one to recommend. So I hope you like it. I've been Jay Villainy. You've been great. Bye-bye.